all right, at age 6. Because a child leaves home, and of course these are American statistics, they start school at a certain point in time. But a child leaves home, at home, before they start going to school, they're creative. They don't know the world, they keep learning, they keep wanting to know. Now when they get in the school environment, of course, there's Johnny and Susie and everybody else who's intimidating and impacting the way that they think. Then they want to answer a question, but they don't want to sound dumb or stupid while that happens. And so they start withdrawing and turning inside. But as adults, I think when you have that desire to still always want to learn, that is to your advantage.
Wow. Good stuff, good stuff. Good to man some more love.
Yeah.
One of the chairmanships that you hold is the Bahamas Financial Services Board. Right. There's been a lot of talk of late, particularly after our great Barack Obama came in, that the United States is now really pairing for the bucks here in terms of the offshore tax havens. I knew before Obama came in, they were visiting the Cayman Islands.
Yes.
A number of senators went to Cayman to check out to see where the Americans were hiding their money. They went there physically. Yes. At a famous law firm in Grand Cayman.
Right.
How do you see us holding on in this area in the financial services? There have been a number of people who have said, look, we have to change our model, we have to do this, we have to do that. What's your view on it?
We live in a very interesting time. Let me first say I enjoy the role as chairman of BFSB. I happen to have come along at a very interesting time, a very eventful time. Yes. Financial services is the second pillar of our economy. It is under attack right now, it's under siege. Yes. We have a sovereign right as Bahamians and the things we do in the Bahamas. But clearly, there is a bigger picture now, and there's a bigger world. And the bigger world is upset that they're not earning as much tax revenue as they once did. And so I believe they will come after all jurisdictions. Well, it's proven already. Yes. They've come after all jurisdictions, international financial centers. I believe we will have to rethink, and we currently are rethinking some of the things that we will have to do to reshape and re-engineer our financial services industry. We are hopeful that it does not impact us in a very negative way. We are hopeful that we retain the businesses, financial services businesses that we have here in the Bahamas. One of the things that we don't fully appreciate is the value of our financial services industry. Hotel industry, for example, the average income outside of financial services in the Bahamas, the average income is $24,000 a year. Okay. In financial services, the average income is $48,000. With that $48,000, the average person in the financial services supports the gardeners, the maids, all the renovations, whatever around a domestic home. Yes. And so the importance of the financial services person is never really appreciated here in the Bahamas. And if that is eliminated, can you imagine the direct and indirect impact on this economy? For example, I mean, the average computer store thrives off the financial services industry. The average photocopy store thrives off the financial service industry. So if financial services have to be reshaped and re-engineered in a negative way, it's not only those who work in the industry, but by example, it will be a domino, as the example cited, there'll be a domino impact negatively throughout the Bahamas.
Wow. Give him some love, please. Give him some love. One final question for you before we go to another break.
Yes.
And, this one I'd just like to ask you. Do you have any political ambitions?
I was going to say absolutely not right away, but I don't want to offend. So I'll say it very slowly. I have no political ambitions. Spence, sometimes we have to be aware of some of the issues. You cannot live in a world and be apolitical. Right. But as I've said to politicians who have approached me, somebody's got to be a good politician and somebody's got to want to represent the Bahamians. But also in this country, somebody's got to be a good doctor, a good lawyer, a good accountant, etc., etc. A good painter, carpenter, etc., etc. We can't continue to take top talent in this country and put it in the political arena. I am not knocking that. Right. We need good leaders, but we need good leaders across the board in every industry in this country.